ずはオプションの日本語訳が選択肢ってどんぐらいかな。こんぐらい。ぐらいかな。字幕音、OK。じゃあやりますかね。読めない。キリル文字かな。かっこよさそうだなこれ。かっこいい。曲がかっこいい。銃声。あ、声小さい。音量下げすぎた。
You are utterly mad. Stop, Holmes.
Is that you, Watson?
Yes, of course it is. And you almost killed me.
Nonsense. I was aiming for the vases.
Blindfolded? You...
Watson, quiet, please. I'm trying to concentrate.
9段目を避ける。
Ah, Lestrade. What is it
理
this
由は何
time?
だろ
He can see me. Well, here it is, and it's a good one, Mr. Holmes. A gentleman by the name of Peter Carey, also
Peter
known as
Carey.
Black Peter, has been murdered.
A sailor, most probably.
What happened here?
Oh, Mr. Holmes, how could you?
It's the only exercise I've had all week. A grateful client from Limoges sent me a vase collection this morning. I couldn't think of a better use for it.
You're out of your mind.
う。なるほど
I
ね。
missed 4 out of 10.
Given you were blindfolded, that was very good. Can I have a try?
Am I the only sane one here?
I suppose that Watson is right, Inspector. A little brain work would be preferable now. Do please tell us more about Black Peter.
Peter Carey, born in 1845 and 50 years old. An ambitious sort, he achieved much success in seal and whale hunting around Scandinavia. Retired in 1884 with a small fortune. He invested his money in a property called Woodman's Lee, near Forest Row in Sussex. It was where he lived for 6 years, and where he was found dead yesterday.
Has the investigation already begun?
Yes and no. In fact, this crime is so mysterious that I would prefer you to join me down there.
Give me half an hour to prepare, Inspector.
Take your time and join me there. I have to go through the yard first. The merry men struck again.
What have they done this time?
メリーだ。
They robbed a powder reserve. I'll meet you at Woodman's Lee, Mr. Holmes.
木こりのリー。
I should help Mrs. Hudson here. I also have several
Sodana?
appointments that I must keep this afternoon.
I shall go alone then.
目隠しでつまわっとんちゃうぞ。木こりのリーを調べます。音量上げます。じゃあ上げるか。ひえ。これ見てよかったのか。見てる。これは事件だな。
My analysis table. It is useful for my work.
You go along to Peter Carey's house. Mrs. Hudson and I will take care of the mess you've made here.
Oh, what a mess! What a terrible mess!
壺10個。4つは無事。カメラ近いな。こんな近かったかな前。酔いそう。着替えます。被害者は船乗り。いや、普通の格好で行きたい。いっぱいあるな。まあナチュラルでいくか。もう11分も配信してんのか。このナチュラルな格好でいくぜ。 あ、お金持ちだった。お金目当てかな。
Mr. Holmes, I'm over here. Come on.
カモン。これもうちょっとカメラ離せないかな。いいか。無理だな。まあしゃあない。ちょっと画面から離れる。よいそう。よいしょ。
Inspector Lestrade, when will you remove my husband's body? It's sacrilegious to leave him here like this.
As soon as we can, Mrs. Carey, I assure you. Allow me to introduce you to Mr. Sherlock Holmes. He's a detective. No doubt you've heard of him. I'll wait for you in front of the cabin, Mr. Holmes.
My condolences, Mrs. Carey.
Thank you, Mr. Holmes.
まずは人物像。カメオ。カトリックのロザリオ。手袋。園芸用。鳥小屋。うんうん。あとは何だろう。ロザリオ。これか。冠柄。
Madam, can you tell me if you saw or heard anything unusual upon the night of the murder?
At 2 o'clock in the morning, I heard a terrible scream. I thought nothing of it then. He would scream all the time when he was drunk.
なるほど。じゃあ前夜
Can
だ
you
な。
please tell me what occurred on the evening of the murder?
Well, Peter got drunk in
酔
the
ってい
evening.
た。
He was in such a terrible
機嫌
temper.
が悪かった。
Usually, whenever that happened, he'd stay all night drinking in his cabin before passing out.
Do you remember at what time you found your husband's body?
In the morning, at around 7 o'clock, I noticed the cabin
Mira,
door was
ahí está.
open. But I didn't go in to take a look, for I
Jakaに入り
knew
は
my
しなかっ
husband
た。
would not have liked it. At around 10 o'clock, I dared to glance in through the door and... Oh dear.
Was your husband accustomed to receiving visitors?
Oh no, I don't think so. I mean, he didn't really have many friends. He lived quite an isolated life here, after his retirement.
You have indeed suffered a great loss, Mrs. Carey. Nevertheless, I believe it will be less of a burden for you soon.
Yes. Life with Peter was never easy, but he was still my husband.
He was different, wasn't he, when you first met him upon your return from Plymouth?
Yes, Mr. Holmes. Oh my goodness, but how do you know about that?
人物像。サンティアゴ・デ・コンポステーラの巡礼路を歩いたこともある。多分巡礼の話だと思うんだけど。
You undertook a pilgrimage to the Cathedral of Santiago de Compostela when you were young. That much is evident from the rosary in your hand. The shortest route for the pilgrim from England to Spain is from Plymouth. I believe that you met Peter Carey as a young sailor there, and you married him soon afterwards.
That is indeed what happened, Mr. Holmes. How extraordinary.
Thank you, madam.
Who could do such a thing? My poor husband.
Poor husband.
Mr. Holmes?
Mr. Holmes. 今
It seems that the garden was well maintained.
おーこの BGM
It seems that the garden was well maintained.
懐かしい懐かしくはないか
Peter Carey's body is inside the cabin. We took care not to touch anything. Mr. Holmes?
Mr. Holmes
Mr. Holmes?
警察官これしか言わんからな Mr. Holmes
The door is locked.
Wait just a moment, Mr. Holmes, and I'll open it. I locked
なるほ
it
ど
yesterday to ensure that no one should
昨日
enter
閉
the
めておいた
cabin and tamper with
昨
the
日見つけた
evidence.
の昨日
Ah, good thinking.
Hello, hello, hello.
What is it, Lestrade?
こじ開けよう
Seems
とし
to
た
me
跡
that
が
someone has tried to force it, Mr. Holmes.
Let me see.
なるほどなるほど扉の上引っかき傷
These scratches are fresh. You're right. Someone tried to force open the door.
I swear these scratches were not here yesterday.
Now, a mysterious visitor came here last night.
Well,
そういうことらしい
he's not the man for the job. This lock is not a difficult one.
Perhaps he did not have the right tool.
開けますうえ
What a terrible way to die.
壁にまで刺してるこれはテリボーだね
Dundee.
ダンディ
Hammerfest. It's a whaling map.
うん
The tooth of a sperm whale. Probably from one of
そうですね
Peter Carey's catches.
棚怪しげな空間埃の中の輪郭何か置いてあった
This place is not covered with dust, like the rest of the shelf. An object was taken from here. It was larger than a book. A box or a small chest, perhaps.
なるほどね
The ship's logs of the Sea Unicorn for the years 1878 to 1884. Peter Carey was her captain.
うん被害者が船長だった
The harpoons for hunting
ハー
whales.
プーンズって言うんだ
Harpoons for hunting whales.
ハープーンブーツ
Peter Carey's boots may look to be a size 8.
8インチかな
Old navigation instruments, nothing interesting.
靴のサイズ8インチグラスが2つある
Rum, a sailor's drink.
ラム酒ね。タバコ入れ PC
The initials PC have been crudely burned. A sailor's work.
開けます。
This aroma is familiar, but to recognize it, I must construct my associations
この
in
匂いに
one
は覚え
picture.
があるが。あーあーいやこれじゃあこっちから見るのか。あ、ここだ。こんな感じ。こんな感じ。どうすか。あ、これ。
Yes, this is a coarse tobacco, quite strong and very popular among sailors. Someone drank from this glass recently.
このグ
It
ラスを使っ
seemed
て
that Captain Carey was enjoying a drink before he met his death.
酒を飲んでいた。ピーター・キャリー PC-C ってピーター・キャリーだよな。
The Sea Unicorn. She was the ship that Peter Carey commanded.
調べますか。
Peter Carey was impaled to the wall by a whaling harpoon. This man is in his 50s, yet he still looks quite strong. Peter Carey was fully dressed.
服を着てい
He
た。
was not caught by surprise. It is possible that he knew his murderer. The weapon fully penetrated the body. The
莫大な
force
打
of
撃
the
を受け
blow
た
was
ダスト。
immense. JHN
JHN
are probably the initials of the owner of this notebook.
Probably. 開けないのこれ。
JH
他はあれ何かありますか。
The pattern of the blood stain indicates that the notebook was not lying on the floor prior to the crime,
血の海に
but
落
it
ち
was
た。
dropped into the pool of blood after the death of Peter Carey.
うわーメモが。
These abbreviations mean something, but what?
ナイフ。
This wooden handle is
無
plain
地で
and
頑丈。
solid.
無地。まあ無地っちゃ無地か。いや怒りマークが書いてあ
This
るけど。
blood is from the pool underneath the dead body. Peter Carey tried to defend himself with this knife, but he did not
きっとそう
succeed.
だろうね。こんなところ。そこから推理を立てていく。赤色は 尻を試したら繋がるんじゃない？今晩誰かが再度シーローと戻ってくるかを確かめるために。いやー、また来るかな。一回失敗してまた来るかな。
Ha! Someone was here yesterday. They attempted to force the door to gain entry.
Well, Mr. Holmes, what do you think?
I think that we are lucky
And why is that?
because of last night's attempted break-in.
Oh, you've
ど
lost
ういうこ
me.
と？
It is very probable that whoever came here hoped
開
to
いている
find
こ
the
とにな
door
っていた。
open.
うん。
They tried to
ナイフで
force
こじ開
it
けよう
with
と
a
したが
knife
失敗し
blade,
た。
but they failed.
もちろん
What will
今
they
晩しっか
do?
り準備をしてまた戻っ
Why
てくる。
return tonight when they will be better
だろうな
prepared?
かもしれない。そうかもしれない。
Ah, so what do you propose?
We shall remain on the outside near the window, where we stand the best
小屋の
chance
外
of
の
catching
近くに
sight of
待ち
our
伏せ。
visitor.
うん。
Well, gentlemen,
拳銃の
ready
よ
your
うに
pistols. We have a long night ahead of us.
まあ待ち伏せはね、悪くないとは思うけど。
We need to find a good place for an ambush. Perhaps behind Carey's cabin, near the window.
そううまくいく？聞きたいことがある。
Is this your husband's tobacco pouch?
I'm not sure. It might be. But he hadn't smoked
長い
in a
間
very
吸ってい
long
ま
time.
せん。
The garden is very large and well maintained. Do you employ someone to look after it?
それ夫人がやってん
It
じゃ
is
ないの？
true. There is a lot of work, but my husband
Chicato.
took care of it himself.
夫が管理してた。へえ。
Your husband's private papers. Do you know where they are?
There was a small tin box, barely larger than a book. He kept his papers there. It should be
そ
somewhere
れ
in
が
his
持ち去られ
cabin.
た。
Thank you, madam.
書類が入った箱が持ち去られた。
Who could do such a thing?
「足跡」キャリーのブーツが床合わないな。
These boots don't match the footprints.
うん。合いませんね。
These footprints appear to be quite
そうだね。
large.
確かに。
These
被害者も結構大きい体してるから。じゃあ待ち伏せしますか。小屋の裏。
This looks like the perfect hiding place.
Perfect hiding place. 来るか？
Shh. Did you hear that?
Did you hear that? もう開けようとしてる。
There's someone there. I'm gonna collar him.
I'll be right behind you.
Police! Hold it right there.
Mr. Holmes?
平常運転
Mr.
だな。
Holmes, come and see what we've caught in our net.
ミスター・ホームズ。
All right, my fine fellow. Who are you and what are you doing here?
You're detectives, I suppose. You imagine that I'm connected with the death of Captain Carey. I assure you I'm innocent.
Innocent? And what are you doing in his cabin?
Shall I tell you? You came to retrieve what you had lost after killing Peter Carey, but we were here waiting for you.
What is your name?
John Hopley Nelligan, but I didn't...
Do you deny that you came here yesterday?
No, but yes, it's just that I couldn't...
I'm tired of this. Off we go to the yard. Tomorrow, I'll see that you're put in front of the judge.
What? But you can't. I'm not... It's a terrible mistake.
Enough. You can explain all of that to the judge. You're coming with me to the yard.
But...
In light of recent events, it seems evident that your coming here was unnecessary. All the same, I'm very grateful to you, Mr. Holmes.
You are welcome, Inspector, but please don't be too hard on our young fellow. I would like to question him tomorrow morning.
Mr. Holmes?
Oh,
Good morning, Mr. Holmes. Can I help you?
Good morning, Constable. I would like to speak to the fellow who was arrested at Woodman's Lee last night.
Ah, the young man. He's waiting in the interrogation room. You can go straight through. His belongings are held in the evidence room.
Thank you.
thank you.
Mr. Holmes?
まずは証拠品から。
These are the suspect's belongings.
指輪。
And partner,
Partner.
1883. To my friend, from R. Dawson. Dawson. I've seen this name before. Perhaps my archive holds the answer. A pocket knife. It was used to force the door of Peter Carey's cabin. A handkerchief with the initials JHN.
JHN。
The notebook that... These abbreviations...
何かが必要。
Locked.
Locked。
Mr. Holmes?
ジョン・ネリが人物像からみすぼらしい帽子、当て布、お高価な布、精巧なボタン、服は高価だけど傷跡、タコ、首筋に細い首、あとなんだろう。 手首短い袖。
Does this notebook belong to you?
Yes. But where did you find it? I did not
Yad.
know... I thought I'd lost it at the hotel.
What do these abbreviations mean?
Oh, no. I beg you, I can't. If I told you, it would only make things worse.
But I will find out eventually, Mr. Nelligan. The sea knife was found near Carey's body. Tell me, Mr. Nelligan, did Mr. Carey try to defend himself or to attack you with it?
I don't know. I didn't kill anyone.
The police seized this valuable ring from you. Whose is it?
I didn't steal it from anyone. It has always belonged to me.
それは嘘でしょ。
The ring's date of engraving is many years ago. You would have been a child then, hardly in any position to receive such an item from a partner. So, Mr. Nelligan, who is the true owner of the ring?
The ring is mine.
Hmm. 父親の上着。わかんないよ。
So, Mr. Nelligan,
The ring is mine.
という夢を見たのさ。タバコ入れは違う。庭も違う。被害者の経歴も違う。これかな？
no, Mr. Nelligan. I believe that the ring had belonged to your father.
Oh, but how do you know?
The jacket you are wearing is made of an
そうだね。
expensive fabric that only a man of exceptional wealth could afford.
そう
You
だ
do
ね。
not seem to me to be a rich man, Mr. Nelligan. Furthermore, the garment is ill-fitting. It is quite clear that it belonged to someone else, most probably your father. With your father gone and taking with him the family's wealth, as a little boy you had to find yourself a manual job, and it was most probably cleaning fish. You cut your hands often while working. I
い
can
や、そ
tell
こ
from
ま
the
ではわから
scars.
ないね。
I'm speechless, Mr. Holmes. It all happened exactly as you say.
そこまではわからなかった。
Well, I will see you soon, young man.
Please let me go. I'm innocent. What am I doing here?
落ち着いてよ。
I've done nothing wrong.
いろいろ増えたな。プリキの缶。実験が必要。未熟で訓練されていない男が森を投げて完全に体を貫通できるほど上手に投げることができるのか確かめる必要がある。
I need to stage a reconstruction. I'm sure that Watson would be happy to oblige.
手がかりは、お尻を試した。タバコを吸わない。 ネリガンがタバコを吸ってるようにも見えないな。
Locked.
まずは実験しますか。書庫で。ドーソン1883年か。ここだね。新聞の
That is not the one I need.
ドーソンネリガンが父さん。投資会社。地方銀行は貸し倒れ損失が原因で破産宣告を受けて倒産した。23番目に大きな銀行。不可解な失踪。債権者から捜索されている。
Here it is.
そうだよね。
Now I begin to understand that young man's story, but I am still unclear as to what connects him with the murder. It is time to ask him. Brave Toby, the best nose in the British Empire. A spot of whaling, Watson. Would you care to take part?
捕鯨しようぜ。
Are you serious?
No, but we do need to clarify what happened on the night of Black Peter's murder.
A reenactment, then? Is something bothering you?
The sailor's knife, Watson. Why was it on the floor?
Peter Carey attempted to defend himself?
It is possible, but if that is the case, then it alters many things.
I don't quite follow you.
Tell me, my friend, what is the animal closest to man, morphologically,
経
I
済
mean?
学的。
Ah, I see what you're getting at, Holmes. You asked me that once before. On the Ripper case, I believe. Do you want to slit some more pigs' throats?
No.
Thank goodness for that.
I wish to impale one with a harpoon.
Wonderful.
Watson, let us pay a visit to our butcher friend in Whitechapel. We require the carcass of a well-fed pig.
And the harpoon?
One of the harpoons on the wall of Black Peter's cabin should do quite nicely.
そうだね。まず質問しようかな。読み込みが早い。ロード時間短いね。
I have heard the story of Dawson and Nelligan, the West Country bankers.
Yes. Joshua Nelligan was my father.
I am aware that it had a bad ending. When the bank failed, it ruined half the families of Cornwall, whereupon Joshua Nelligan disappeared.
My father was under extraordinary pressure. Dawson had retired. I was only 10 years of age at the time, but it was still old enough to feel the shame that befell our family. My father was convinced that he could pay off all his debts if the creditors gave him time. He set sail for Hammerfest in Norway in his small yacht, just a few days before an arrest warrant was issued. He left my mother a list of the securities he was taking. No word was ever heard from him again. We believe that his vessel went down, taking with it everyone and everything on board.
Thank you for the story, Mr. Nelligan. At last, we are making some progress. Interesting. Joshua Nelligan and Peter Carey were both at sea in Norway. There is definitely some connection between Peter Carey and Joshua Nelligan's disappearance.
それはリュシャ・ネリガンとピーター・キャリーは同じ海にいた。手がかり増えた。増えてない。
I need to take a harpoon.
森をね。着いたよ。遺体は回収されたんかな。ああ、されてる。
That should do it. Now I am ready for the
森をお借りします。ここに
1883. That's the one I need. This is the crew list of the Sea
ユニコーン
Unicorn.
の船員名簿。何すんのこれ。
Log notes for June. Nothing unusual.
6月の日誌。
This is the crew list of the Sea Unicorn. This is log notes. Log notes for July. Nothing special.
別に変わったところはない。
Log notes for August. These pages have been torn away.
Turned away.
Log notes for August. Canadian Pacific Railway, CPR. A torn piece from a bond certificate. I have seen this abbreviation somewhere very recently. There are 3 ways of discovering what happened in August of 1883 aboard the Sea Unicorn. The first 2 of these will require speaking with a dead man. The last would be to locate vital witnesses, the sailors involved in this whale hunt campaign.
元ネタを知らない。犯人をやす。たまに聞くけど。
ユズレックス、私も知らない。
有価証券。ウィギンズ。ああ、ウィギンズってなんかホームズの駒扱いみたいな少年だね。うんうん、切り取られている。カナダ太平洋鉄道。ひとまず森を投げますか。はいやつくの。
Well, here we are in the preparation room. I can't say that I like the smell of it much. What do you intend to do?
To indulge myself in a little experiment.
重い森で
The
豚の死
challenge
骸
of
の突き刺し
lancing a
に挑
pig's
む。
carcass with a heavy harpoon.
A little experiment?
Stand aside, Watson. This might be dangerous. I am not well practiced in this exercise. Yet.
エクササイズ。
Holmes, you should aim for the mark in order to perform the most reliable
的を
test.
狙った方がいいだろうね。息を止める。あ、これ以上左に向けない。事故と称して相棒。え、はい。ああ、
Holmes, you
難
should
しい
try to
ね。
aim better and throw as hard as you can.
ああ、ダメだ。あ、なんか優しくなったね。真ん中のゲージ伸びてないか、これ。はい。あ
The
あ、
harpoon has struck the body, but with insufficient
はしてい
strength
ない。
to pierce it straight through.
え、ああ、貫通した。
This is the best possible result that I could get. Do you see, Watson? Throwing a harpoon and pinning a man to a wall requires either exceptional strength and training or diabolical luck.
If it was luck, then it was a chance in 1,000 that night.
Well, yes. Let us leave now.
All right. But before we go, I suppose I'll have to pay for all these carcasses you've happily mangled.
Very well, but please hurry.
Of course.
ありがとう、ワトソン。全部払っといて。4等分。非力な犯人は屈強らしい。非力な人間にはできない。何ができるかなと。ウィギンズ。使い道を見つける。とりあえずウィギンズ。ウィギンズに会いに行こう。
Something new, Watson. I have the list of sailors who were aboard the Sea Unicorn. We shall soon learn what happened to Nelligan's father. I have only to find them. Let us hope they're still working at the harbour.
I think that if you pretend you're from Scotland Yard...
I doubt it, Watson. And really, I would prefer that all of this remains quiet for now. But I have another solution. I'll call in the specialist.
And who might they be?
The secret police division of Baker Street.
Ah, you mean young Wiggins and his gang?
Yes. Believe me, you'll receive more useful assistance from these little urchins than from a dozen yard detectives. Those children are everywhere. They see and hear everything, and they are cunning. All they lack is organization. I'll summon them.
How will you do that?
There is always a watch beneath our window. I have only to call him. Watson, I need Wiggins. Is he anywhere nearby?
He's right across the street. You can give him a sign from the window.
My analysis table. It is useful for my work.
これ顕微鏡って書いてあるけど、望遠鏡だと思う。こんにちは。Wiggins.
Wiggins, could you come upstairs, please?
At your service, Mr. Holmes.
Wiggins, I need you to track down certain people for me. I'll give you a list. You can read, can't you?
Big Oliver from our gang. He can, because his father is the coachman of a famous lawyer.
Fascinating. Here is the list of sailors.
Sailors? Easy. Just got to look where the rum and the red lights are.
Sorry to trouble you, Mr. Holmes, but the inspector asks that you come to the station as soon as possible.
Thank you. I'll be there shortly.
行きます。この証券の使い道が分かんないな。後でスコットランドヤード行きます。手がかり増えたか。ああ、必要な力。壁に張り付いている。体はピーター・キャリーの体は森が胸を突き抜け、蝶のように壁に突き刺さっていた。標本みたいな。なんだろう。未熟で訓練していない男が森でピーター・キャリーの体を貫通して壁に突き刺したということはありえない。森を投げて男の胸を貫通し壁まで突き刺すには並外れた腕力が必要になる。そうだね。熟練同様する。男が2人で協力して行った場合も同じような結果が達成できるかもしれない。いや、運が良かったってことはないでしょう。なるほど、2人で協力して行った場合もできるかもね。
Mr. Holmes?
Mr. Holmes?
Mr. Holmes, I'm glad to see you.
As always. What happened?
We have a new suspect, Liam Hurtley. I'm thinking that this case will be resolved very quickly now.
Interesting. Pray tell.
Well, the constable that I left at Woodman's Lee noticed a suspicious individual prowling around during the night.
Do you have him here?
Yes. He refuses to speak with us, but we'll make him talk.
Let us hope so.
Oh yes, and one more thing. The constable told me that at the time of his arrest, the fellow was writing a letter.
Do you have it?
Of course. It's in the evidence room, at your disposal. Admit that for once, Mr. Holmes, Scotland Yard is a step ahead of you, eh?
Breathtaking.
At your service, Mr. Holmes.
Mr. Holmes?
Mr. Holmes? Hartley, Liam Hartley って誰だ?
These are the suspect's belongings.
この靴が欲しかったんですよ。
Liam Hurtley's old boots.
9半
They're a size
9.5 イン
9.5.
チかな。多分。この袋なんだ？袋。新聞紙？わかんない。
The stains are fresh.
シミはまだ
They can be
新しい。
removed with the proper chemicals.
読むことができそう。
A pen. Nothing unusual about it.
ただの万年筆。尋問しますか。この人。
Please escort this suspect for interrogation. Allow me to introduce myself. My name is Sherlock Holmes. I would like to ask you a few questions.
I've already told the police that I've nothing to say. And you're not even part of the police.
Precisely. And considering your situation, it might be wise to speak with someone who is, shall we say, rather more neutral. You are a suspect in a murder case.
I know. Inspector Lestrade told me. It's ridiculous.
Could you at least tell me who you are and exactly what happened that you should be brought here?
My name is Liam Hurtley. That I can tell you, but you're not getting any more than that.
かたくなだな。
We shall see.
人物像からだな。首に傷跡。冠柄。冠柄って鳥だね。多分植物の死骸。これさ、庭師じゃない？
That's all for now.
あ、そう聞き出せない。何も聞き出せない。まずは分析しますか。タブじゃなくて違う。まずは手紙を読む。
A new suspect, but this one refuses to talk. This case is more interesting than I first imagined.
手紙を回復する。復
I
元す
need
る。
to prepare a chemical agent that is capable of removing fresh ink. For this purpose, the chemicals from the flasks should be combined in a certain order to perform
連鎖
a
反応を
chain
引き起
reaction.
こす必要がある。
First condition, all
7
7
全ての
reagents
主役を
should
利
be
用しなくてはい
used.
けない。
Second condition,
オレン
orange
ジ色の主役
reagent
は青
should
色
be
の
the
主役
third
から
one
数えて
in the
3番
sequence
目に加える。
after the blue reagent. Third condition,
主役の
colorless
主役はオ
reagent
レン
should
ジ
be
色の主
added
役の後に
after
加え
the
なくてはい
orange
けない。
reagent.
パズルゲーム始まった。ああ、違う。もっとに戻す。
First, second, third.
7本全部使う。青、なんとかなんとかオレンジ。最後の
First,
条件何？
second, third condition.
主役の
Colorless
後に加えな
reagent
く
should
ては
be
いけない。
added after the orange reagent.
ああ、なるほど。これ青から始まりそうだな。わかんないけど、やってみよう。青。青、無色は使えない。オレンジも使えない。緑と青入れるしかないかな。どっちか。違う。本当に戻す。青かな。青、緑、オレンジの後に無色。青、オレンジ、青、緑、オレンジ。青で入れるとオレンジの後に無色を挟めなくなるから緑だ。緑を入れて青を入れてオレンジを入れて無色オレンジ無色。イージーだな。
Done. Now I can proceed further. Let us see if the content of this letter sheds a little light upon the mystery.
ウキウキ。ウキウキ。あなたに頼まれたように、あれは厳重に隠しておいたよ。だがもう一度考え直してほしい。
I did as you asked and hid them well. Interesting. How would Hurtley react to this?
何々するつもりはない。誓っていいよ。何々だ。それに僕たちの誓いを覚えているかい？僕は何も恥ずべきことはしていない。あなたに僕は読めないね。あんまり読めない。
A new suspect.
まずは手紙のこと聞こうかな。庭師だよね。絶対庭師だよね。しかし庭師の手を見て庭師の手ってわかるかな。そこは疑問あるよね。
Please escort this suspect for interrogation. So tell me, Mr. Hurtley,
何を隠したのです
what
か？
did you hide?
Hide? What are you talking about?
手紙。
I did as you asked and hid them well. Should I continue?
My letter? But the ink? That's impossible.
A touch of chemistry, nothing special.
Well, you're a smart
あなたは
one,
切れる人
but
だ。
it's nothing. If you want to
なんでもない。
know, I was
どうしてもという
referring
ならた
to
だ道
my
具のことを言ってい
tools.
たんだ。
It was to do with my work, see?
I will
嘘と見
check
た。
that, Mr. Hurtley.
それは嘘と見た。
That's all for now.
お、十分ですか。違う。切り替えが早い。夜遅くうろついていった。でその時手紙を書いてたんだよね。うん。明らかにこの家の庭師でしょ。ブーツを持ってきたよ。ぴったり。
These boots match the footprints exactly.
手がかりになった。ハートレーの足跡。庭師はいない。いるんだよな。よってこの男があの場所にいたことは確かだ。うん。ジュディス・ケアリーは嘘をついてる。違う。手がかり。手がかり見せて。あれ繋がんないか。これで何ができる？ 夫人、キャリー夫人。ライアム・ハートレイ。もちろん
Does the name Liam Hurtley mean anything to you?
No, I don't know anyone by that name.
Thank you, madam.
Thank you, madam.
Who could do such a thing? My
知って
poor
るでしょ
husband.
う。それは嘘でしょう。どうやって認めさせるんだ。走れ。
Please tell me, Mr. Hurtley, what were you doing at Woodman's Lee?
Woodman's Lee? I've never been there.
スレイブーツが一致する。
The second pair of boots that you had with you when you were arrested perfectly match the footprints found near the cabin where Peter Carey
一足
was
のブーツじゃない
murdered.
か。
Footprints? That's your proof? How many men have boots like mine? That doesn't make me a murderer.
Now that your presence at Woodman's Lee has been proven, would you care to explain it?
I don't remember. What would I be doing there anyway?
これじゃない。
Now that your presence at Woodman's Lee has been proven, would you care to explain it?
I don't remember. What would I be doing there anyway?
あ、庭師か。
Because you are the gardener at Woodman's Lee.
I'm not. How did you...
I observed your hands. They told me that you work with the earth. Small fragments of plants snagged to your trousers indicate that you were mowing very recently. But the most obvious clue presented itself in the bird embroidered on your handkerchief. A crested tit, if I'm not mistaken.
All right, you got me. Yes, I am a gardener, and I went there to get my tools.
That's all for now. Hurtley's stories are false leads, but now I know one thing for certain. I must examine the site where the garden tools are kept at Woodman's Lee.
What am I doing?
そこに何かあるかもしれん。着いたよ。道具置き場ってどこでしょう。
It seems that the garden was well maintained.
庭の手入れが行き届いているなあ。道具置き場ってこっちじゃない。これじゃない。
Locked.
Locked.
Madam, we have information that the valuable stolen papers are hidden amongst the garden tools here at Woodman's Lee. We need to find them.
Oh my. Our tools are kept inside the shed that's right behind me. Here is the key to open it.
Thank you, madam.
Thank you. 何かあるかな。
Let's see what could be hidden here.
これは隠し。ほほ。書類が入ってるんか。
Let us see what is in this box.
ああ、なんか説明出てたけど。線を合わせるっぽい。 回転交換。さあ、ピッキングツールを使ったんかな。
A bundle of letters in a woman's hand with the Carey family monogram. Hurtley and Mrs. Carey were in a relationship. That is interesting.
面白い。昼ドラですかね。言葉では表現できません。罪深い感情なのでしょうね。そうだな。何か悪いことが起きそうで怖い。神に反していると思う。でも私は神により結ばれた男を去る。置き去りにする。暴力を受けていた。
Madam, I am aware of your affinity with Liam Hurtley.
What are you talking about?
何のことでしょうか。情熱的な文通だね。
Mrs. Carey, we found your letters.
My letters? I asked Liam to return them to me. I wanted to burn them.
Why did Mr. Hurtley put them inside the garden shed?
I don't know. I wanted them back, but I couldn't see him, not after what happened.
Well, here they are.
Oh, this is terrible. Terrible. Liam, how could he? After what he has done.
You believe that he killed your husband?
Oh.
No, I do not know. I do not know. Leave me alone, please.
Thank you, madam. I wonder if Wiggins has managed to find any sailors.
そうかもしれないね。ジューディス・ケアリーの告白。彼がしたことは許すことができないと語った。ライアム・ハートレイはジューディス・ケアリーに絶望的に恋をしていた。水人に走らせたのかもしれない。かもしれないね。でもな、一人じゃな、庭師じゃ庭師にできることじゃないよな。どこに行けば、ベーカー街に行けばいいのかな。ウィギンズ報告を聞くには。
Mr. Holmes, we found the sailors from that list you gave us.
Well done, Wiggins. Let me
さ
see.
すがウィギンズ。どれどれ。あ、1週間前に死亡。
This is interesting. Let us review the other sailors now.
なんかどれだろう。どれだろう。あ、森内か。そっか。パトリック・ケアンズ。そう、森内の可能性が高いってことか。なるほどな。で、死んでるはずもないから。
This man is a harpooner, and his initials are PC, the same initials that were found on the tobacco pouch.
確かに。
Wiggins, could you gather some information on one of the sailors that you found? His name is Patrick Cairns.
しばらくして。
We found Patrick Cairns.
Good job, Wiggins. Where is he?
He lives in a small furnished dump of a
ゴミ
room,
屋敷。
but he's always at the Sea
酒場の
Witch pub,
海の魔
where
女
he
で
does
金
arm
や
wrestles for
酒
money
目
and
当てに
drinks.
腕相撲してる。
Excellent. Here is your reward. 2 guineas.
トゥーキネ
Thank you, sir.
変装する必要あるんかな。それでも確認が必要だ。そりゃそうだ。
If I wish to speak to Cairns without alarming him, I had better dress
変
as
装
a
し
sailor.
ますします船乗りいいんじゃない船乗り
Now I can approach Cairns and see if he recognizes the pouch.着いたよなんか腕相撲やってるって言ったなこれか腕相撲の準備できてる Hello there. Are you Cairns?
What do you want?
We've heard all about the gambling on arm wrestling here. You seem like the likely sort, and I'm up for it.
勝てるわけないだろう
Start
探
at
偵が
10 shillings.
Suits me.
彼の動き倒す持ちこたえる不動状態を判断して対応策を立てますじゃんけんだな後出しじゃんけんし続けるわかんないわかんないわかんないわかんないわかんないわかんないあーやばいやばいやばいやばいあーオッケーオッケーオッケーオッケーオッケー いけるいける。持ちこたえる。攻め時だ。持ちこたえる。攻め時だ。休む。持ちこたえる。攻める。何もしない。スタミナがない。攻める。攻める攻める攻める攻める。何もしない。持ちこたえる。持ちこたえる。攻める。何もしない。攻める。ああ、勝った。
You were lucky. I wasn't focused. Let's go again.
人物像ね。お金持ちじゃん。純金かそれ。安手の服。強い腕。黄色い爪なんだろう。タトゥー。これ続けてなんか意味あんのこれ。
I'm ready to try again.
Fine. If you want me to take all your money, no problem with that.
こいつから金巻き上げてどうする。攻める。何もしない。あ、持ちこたえる。何もしない。攻める。何もしない。答える。攻める。イージー。
Well, good for you, I reckon. You're stronger than you look.
20シリング。どうも。
I'd like to buy you a drink.
Good winner as well. That's good. Let's have a drink. You're a good type. Seems you've managed to settle down in life. You've got money, eh?
Not all that much.
Oh, well. At least you're not as poor as me.
今金の耳飾りしとるやん。
Why do you say poor? You're not working?
I'm a harpooner. But you see, the whalers are rare. They don't pay much. So as a
腕相撲
result,
して酒飲
find
んで
myself arm wrestling to pay
プ
for
ロ
my
腕相撲
drink.
師じゃん。アームレスラーじゃん。プロアームレスラーじゃん。
A harpooner. Interesting. You've had a lot of adventures, I bet.
Ah, of course. It's been a dozen years since I've sailed. I've seen everything. Old Wallace, damn Black Peter, Great Roger. We sailed to the Cape of Good Hope.
ブラックピーター。
Black Peter, you say? I've heard rumors about that one.
He was the worst of them all. He was a liar and violent too. Swigging those fists of his around. He was a tyrant and not much of a captain. At least, not as good as Great Roger.
I see. Yes. I was told terrible tales about Black Peter.
But you ain't heard the worst.
Tell me, and let's have another drink.
It was in 1883 that it happened.
8
The
月。
August of that year. Peter
そうだった
Carey
な。
was captain of the Sea
予備の
Unicorn,
森道。
and I was a spare harpooner. We were coming out of the ice pack on our way home. One evening, we saw a little
小
craft
さな
that
船
had
が
been
北に
blown
吹き
north.
流されてい
There
く
was
のを
only
見た。
one man on her,
どこが一人だけ。
and he
ああ、
wasn't a
父親だね
sailor.。The crew must have thought that she'd foundered, and they made for the Norwegian coast in the dinghy. I guess they all drowned. We took the man on board.
And who was he?
誰？
I don't know. During the crossing, he and the skipper enjoyed some long talks.
売り木の箱だけだっ
Baggage
た。
is just a tin box.
That's strange enough.
Aye, even stranger
カメラより
is
消え
that
た。
on the second night he disappeared. Nobody knew what happened to him. And of course,
ブラックピーター、ブラッ
nobody
クすぎ
could
る
ask
な。
Black Peter about it.
実は知ってる。
You know what happened, don't you?
I do. I saw the skipper tie his heels and push him over the rail in the middle of my watch on that dark night. 2 days before we sighted the Shetland lights.
Black Peter's a murderer.
Aye. Those that know him wouldn't be surprised to hear it. But all this must stay between us. All right?
あり
Of
得るな。
course.
タバコを忍ばせる。
Back in a second. I'm off to the Ghazi.
I'll be
None
here
like
with my drink.
タバコを忍ばせる。
Here it is.
ああ、これだじゃないか。
Have you got any tobacco? I've run out of mine.
Nah, I lost my pouch. I don't know where. Wait a minute. What's this?
Oh, is this your tobacco pouch?
Well, oh, it is.
間違いないな。
Well, I have to go now. I know a captain who's planning an expedition to Cape Cod. Captain Ahab's his name. He commanded the
友達
Tequa.
がいるかもしれん。
He might need good
その
harpooners.
こと話しておこう。
I'll tell him about you.
Maybe. If you like, aye.
I'm
仕
done
事
here. It's
斡
time
旋
to
してあげる
leave.
よ。
Care to lose another 10 shillings?
いや、20シリング得したんですけど。ふむ手がかり他になんだろう。証券の使い道がわかんないな。手がかり増えたっけ。タバコ入れは自分のものだと言った。そうだね、確かに。これつながるかな。パトリック・キャンズと訪問を証明する。タバコ入れは自分のものだと確認したということは、彼は犯行現場にいたことになり、殺人を犯したことが証明される。いや、証明はされないよね。とは言えないよね。殺人を犯したとは限らないと思います。違う。こうか。これは違うんだ。繋がらないんだ。こうかな。害のない誘惑。絶望的な嫉妬心。ライアム・ハートレイはピーター・キャリーの妻を誘惑し、また彼女に恋をしていた。だが彼らの関係は無害な言葉が書かれた手紙上だけのものだった。どうだろうね、これわかんないね。もうちょっと話聞きたいな。ライアム・ハートレイ。嫉妬心ありそう。 ちょっと手がかりが欲しいな。暑いな。ちょっとエアコンつけようかな。どうしよう。いいか、我慢しよう。
You met Patrick Cairns, the harpooner. Do you believe he's the murderer?
違う。残りの手がかりつながる？手がかり足りないっぽいよ。これじゃあ。証券の使い道はどこですか？
This is where I keep my post.
あ、変装戻ってる。スコットランドヤード証拠の手帳で有価証券使うんだな。きっとそう。あちー。Maybe.
These are the suspect's belongings.
これでしょ。
I wonder if these are connected.
カナディアン CPR パシフィックレイルウェイ。8539が見える。8532だ。これかな。
Now we have the proof that Nelligan's papers were indeed here. It seems that they have vanished, however.
残りの証券が小屋の中で見つかった。債権者の名簿が載っているネリガンの手帳が以前この場所にあったことが証明された。押し入りを試した。ネリガンはピーターの小屋の中で父親の紙片を探していた。これが彼が殺人現場に行った説明になる。多分これだよな。有価証券はブリキの缶の中に保管されていた。ネリガンの無実。きっと無実。で、残りなんだ。あと何ができるん？おお、事件のすべての手がかりより。あ、もう結論出せるの？マジ？でキャンズが犯人。どれだろう。いや、なんかハートレイが怪しいかな、一番。 やでも一人でってことはありえないんだよね。だからそう2人で協力して行ったで、ネリガンと協力した、ネリガンがやるとは思えないな。運が良かった。ハートレイが一人で森を投げたけど、なんか運よく成功した。ないなぁ。運が良かった。いやいやいやいや、いやいやいや、あ、フリーズした落ちた、ゲーム落ちた。2時間ぐらいやったな。
ユズレックス、あ、
落ちた。いや、オートセーブのはず。これで最初からだったらなんだろう、日を改めるかな。これで最初からだったら別ゲーやりますわ。誰だろう。もう一つ結論出せる。ネリガンが一人でやった。あれ間違えた、こっち。ネリガンが一人でやった。これは一番ないと思うな。ケアンズか、ハートレイ一人が犯人。どっちかだと思うんだよね。理由は何だろう。なんでそう思うんだろう。でも一人ってことはないか。こんな運よくないかないよな。でもそうなると、それを重視すると2人の殺人者かケアンズなんだよね。2人の殺人者共謀って考えにくいよな。接点がないしな。いや、まあ共通の動機としては2人ともあるから。ないっしょ。ケアンズかな。ケアンズで行く？そう考えるともうケアンズ一択なんだよな。 森を武器にする。そもそも共謀したとしてさ、この2人のどっちかが犯人だったとして、森を使うかっつう、そう異常でしょ、森を使うなんて殺人に。ケアンズ、そう考えるとケアンズ、ないでしょ。ケアンズこれでいこう。ピーター・ケアリーはパトリック・ケアンズに殺害された。ケアンズは森内の熟練者。でも動機がないよな。男のタバコ入れがケアリーの小屋の中で発見された。冷血な殺人者。ピーター・ケアリー殺人の罪で有罪になり、パトリック・ケアンズはピーター・ケアリーを殺害したが計画的な犯罪ではなかった。酔って荒れ狂っている。武器を手にした船乗りから身を守ろうとしただけだった。あり得るな。あり得る。いや、なんかケアンズがブラックピーなんだネリガンの父親を殺しているところを見たよみたいなことを口は知っちゃって戦闘に入ったみたいな。あり得る。放免する、有罪にする。放免しようかな。放免する。 OK。間違ってたらやり直す。
Good afternoon. I must be at the wrong address. I'd like to speak with a ship's captain, a Captain Ahab. Is that you?
No, my name is Sherlock Holmes.
That detective fella? So, you wanted to see me?
That is correct. We need to talk.
About what?
About Black Peter, who was killed in his own hut with a harpoon.
You know, don't you?
Yes.
How?
The tobacco pouch. You recognized it.
Oh, the sailor. It was you. Unbelievable. Well, fine. I confess. But if you really do know everything, you should also know that I didn't want to kill him. He made me do it.
I know. Did you know about this story with the bond certificates? Did you need money?
Yeah. I just wanted him to cough up a little silver. I'm out of work, and I thought maybe he could help me. Well, he refused outright, and he insulted me. I reminded him I knew all about that murder he committed at sea in 1883. Then he got mad when I spoke about his treasure. I barely just had time to throw the harpoon at him before he could jump at me with his knife. You know the truth. What will you do now?
I ask that you return the bond certificates. Keep some of them. You will need them in your exile. It is better that you leave the country for a few years.
And you won't say anything to the police?
I will not say anything as long as you return the money.
Well, I'll do as you ask. But what about Inspector Lestrade?
I will deal with him.
なんとかする。どうする？だって殺人者が見つからなかったってことになったら。
It's good that you asked me to come, Mr. Holmes. We do need to talk.
About what?
What do you mean? Our case, Mr. Holmes. You sent me a message via your little thug.
His name is Wiggins, Inspector.
Telling me that the case is solved. Well, Mr. Holmes, tell me, who is our murderer and where is he?
The morgue.
Eh?
His name is, or rather was, Pablo Coventrao. He was also on the ship with Peter Carey, and he was a harpooner. I'll tell you everything, Inspector, but do calm down. Mrs. Hudson will bring us tea and orange cake.
Orange cake? You're spoiling me, Mr. Holmes. That's my favourite.
Ah, Mr. Holmes. Inspector Lestrade told me that I should thank you for clearing my name. He also said that you were waiting for me here. I came as fast as I could. I cannot thank you enough. It's all because of you that this nightmare is finally over.
I believe that this belongs to you.
ああ、有価
My
証券。
father's securities. Incredible. But how did you get them?
It would take far too long to explain.
Tell me. This is extraordinary. You are a genius.
Then that may serve as an explanation. Goodbye, Mr. Nelligan, and good luck.
Goodbye, Mr. Holmes. And thank you. 1,000 times thank you.
1000 times どうやらトゥルーエンドだった。真実を明らかにする。何ボタンこれ。
ユズレ X コナン師匠強い。
コナン師匠。まあでもこのゲームレビュー見た感じ難しくない？まあでも最後悩むよな。まあでもやっぱ決め手は森だよね。森使って殺人ってな、森打ちがすることでしょ。普通の人森使わないでしょ。なるほど。これより事件が最終的に完了します。この事件のすべての保存データが失われます。やり直したい時はいいえ。相違なし。はい。あなたと同じように事件を解決した人 80%。あなたと同じ道徳的選択をした人 61%。マジョリティだった。解決できなかった人は 20%。悲しい。
ユズレ X デトロイドビカムヒューマン
This
やっ
trip
て
to
み
the
てほしい。
countryside
ああ、あ
will
れ
be good for
か。
you, Holmes.
ホームズ、ちょっと待って。
As your friend and your doctor, I really do
話聞か
recommend
せ
that
て。
you give
い
yourself
や
a
完全な
complete change
治
of
療した
scene.
方がいい。
Fresh air, brisk walks, bird watching,
なるほど。
chopping wood.
息抜きをした方
Sounds
がいい。
intolerable. I mean, certainly it sounds delightful.
But you haven't yet told me who your friend is. The one we're going to visit.
He is a bee lover.
A bee lover? Do you mean that he keeps bees? That must be Mrs. Hudson, bringing the warm cloth that I requested.
There is someone to see you, Mr. Holmes.
I have no time. Send whoever it is away.
Yes, Holmes, I really think we ought to leave now.
B もな、でも T ももう見ないんだよな、今。
Mycroft.
Sherlock.
マイクロフト、誰だ
Mr. Holmes? Perhaps you don't remember me. I'm Dr. Watson. We met at the Diogenes Club a few years ago. I documented our encounter in a short story I gave the title The Greek Interpreter.
He does remember you, Watson. My brother remembers everything, and that is why he is so valuable to the government.
We are about to depart for the train
I
station.
know.
You know?
Sherlock, I need your help. There are people who presently
Always
threaten
do.
both
Yeah,
our
that's
country and the
we-
crown itself. You must help us with those methods of yours.
Need help.
兄さん。
Those are not words I would readily associate with you, Mycroft.
I wrote you a letter, but you did not reply.
見てた。
And this is not about politics. It's about people. People similar to those whom you pretend to defend in your petty detective affairs.
Everything is
eh.
about politics with you, Mycroft. I'm not interested. Have some of your agents, your spies, or worse, undertake this job of yours. You are defending your people. and they have little to do with the people I choose to help, I can assure you.
That's the point. You think exactly as they do.
Who are they?
The Merry Men. He is talking about the Merry Men, a band of idealistic terrorists.
Sherlock, do please think about it. They are planning something diabolical. Your country needs you.
You need me, Mycroft, and you are not the country. Although if your waistline expands very much further.
Mrs. Hudson, tea will not be necessary. Dr. Watson, the train conductor, Mr. Parker, is aware that you will be 7 minutes late. You are in the 4th car. The train will be waiting for you. Sherlock, enjoy your time in Staffordshire. And do, please, at least write to me on your return.
なるほど。そう、デトロイト・ビカム・ヒューマンな。もうね、結構ね、見ちゃったんだよね、配信でね。だからもうなんかいいかなって。かなり見ちゃって。いろんな人のビカム・ヒューマン見ちゃった。手紙。ピーター・キャリーの。うん。
ユズレックス。カーラを自分の手で助けよう。
自分の手で。そっか、でも、案外見てないエンドもあるんだよな。そう。マーカスの血の気の多さよ。Twitch 配信の。誰も、どのマーカスも戦争する。
ユズレックス。わらわら。
そこを見たさはある。その見たさはあるけどもね、やるか？やるのかな？まあ気が向いたらやりますね。どうだろうな、多分やらない。やるかな。
This is where I keep my post.
ユズレックス、期待してます。
期待してます。まあ面白いよね、デトロイト・ビカム・ヒューマン。あれは面白い。よくできてる。
My analysis table. It is useful for my work.
あ、そう、あれ、一つさ、気になることがあってさ、デトロイト・ビカム・ヒューマン。
Holmes, please call a cab while I pack my suitcase. We shall be late for the train.
やってないけど。
やってないけど。そう、俺もグッときたゲームだけどやってない。そう、一つね、気になるっていうか面白い、本当に面白いんだけど、まあ、大体の配信者、日本語音声、そう、音声日本語でやってるけど、英語音声も選べるんかな、多分選べるんだけど、英語音声でやってる人いてさ、コナーの声の印象がね、全然違うんだよね。日本語音声、英語音声聞いたことあるかな。日本語のコナーだとね、なんか凛々しくて、まあ機械っぽさもあるけど凛々しい感じだけど、
ユズレックス聞いたことない。
英語版のコナーね、もうほんとね、なんだろう、もっと明るい声でね、なんていうのほんとムカつく声してるんだよ。だからハンクが一回聞くんだけど、質問するんだけど、なんでお前はそんな変なっていうか鬱陶しい声で 間抜けな面なんだみたいなこと聞くんだけど、それ日本語版だとなんか違和感あるんだよね。別に変な声じゃないなっつって。
わらわら。
日本語版だとね、その部分ね、
あったね、そんな会話。
そうそうそう、別に変な声じゃないよなって思って、日本語版だと。英語版聞いて、ああ確かにこれは変な声だわっつって、なんか鬱陶しい声だわっつって全然印象違うからね、英語版。うろうろ。
ユズレ X、それってコナーの俳優さんの声ってこと？
ああ、多分そうだね。俳優さんの声まんまってことかな。どうやってんのか知らないけど、デトロイトって俳優の声そのまま使ってんのかな。多分そのまま使ってるんだろうけど。本当、
Holmes, please call a cab while I pack my suitcase. We shall be late.
なんか若い声だね、本当。
Watson, I'll hold a cab for us. We leave in 5 minutes for the station.
若いっていうかなんか。
ユズレ X、メイキング動画見るとさ、感動するよマジで。コナーが生きてるしカーラが笑ってるんだよ。泣きそうになったね。
それは生きてますよ。いやー、本当にね、コナーの
What a gloomy night. It was warmer inside the waiting hall.
Since the station master told us that the train is about to arrive, we should not have to wait very much longer.
Yes, at last. Attention! The train is arriving at the station. Please stand well away from the platform edge.
I'll take your bags and your blasted archive suitcase. But, Holmes, the headlight, it's faded away.
Something is wrong. I can't hear any sound from the incoming train.
Excuse me, sir. Can you explain what has happened?
I don't know. It's as if the train vanished into thin air.
Holmes, say something.
Quick, fetch a lantern and let us take a look.
It's too dark. Only fog and rails, nothing else.
There is no use in stumbling around here at night. We will come back tomorrow.
明るい時に来いよ。いや、ほんとコナーの英語版の声ぜひね、聞いてほしい。他のキャラについてはあんまり印象変わんないけど。
Well, here we are again at Evesham Station. We have a full day ahead. Let us begin our investigation. This suitcase contains my archives. We can consult with it if needed. It is fortunate that we took it with us.
Trains can't just vanish without leaving a trace. It isn't possible. Is it, Holmes?
列車が消えるわけない。なんかさっきの曲気になるな。話してみよう。客じゃないか。おう。移動するつもりはない。
First of all, let us examine the area where the train disappeared.
行くぜ。列車が消える。
This is the place where we saw the train vanish last night.
コナーの俳優さんの Twitch ページある。ちょっと待って、調べさせて、それ。 コナーの俳優。
ユズレックス、めっちゃ笑ったんだけど、わらわら。
コナーの俳優ってジャック・ファラヒーかな。綴りがわからん。綴りをくれー。どこだ。あった。ジャック・ファラヒー。トゥイッチ。
ユズレックス、違うかな。
多分違うね。ジャック・ファラ。
ユズレックス、URL 省略。
サンキュー。たどり着けなかった。違った、ジャックさんじゃなかった。ブライアン・デカート。あ、デカートさん。いや、なんかパッと見本物っぽいね。ちょっとビデオ見てみたいけども、後にするか。パッと見本物ですね。なんかコメントにぎわってるね。誰もいないけど。誰もいないっていうか、オフラインだけど。そうだね。本人っぽいね。ゲームに興味が終わり。やべ、名前で忘れした。ゲーム好きの俳優みたいな。名前で忘れした。日本のね。あるいは自分が出演してるゲームだからやった？うん。ビデオ見てみるか。
ユズレックス、デトロイトビカムヒューマン、コナー役のブライアン、デチャートさんが発売日に生配信予定、ダブルコナーを見逃すな、このタイトルの記事で笑った。
あ、別のゲームをやってんじゃん。ヘビーレイン。
ユズレックス、
やってんのかな。
本人だ。
本人だね。いや、ヘビーレイン関係なさそうだな。ゲームやってんのかな。
ユズレックス、ヘビーレインって前作か。
前作、同じとこのってこと？どういう配信やってんだろ
う。ユズレックス、
気になる。気になるけど、後で確認します。コメントが本当、オフラインだけど人がいるっぽい。いっぱいいるね。
ユズレックス、コメントだけにぎやか。
フォローしておこう。後で見よう。そうなんだ。 ああ、今日、いやどうでもいいけども。今日、ワールドカップか。代表戦か。日本代表戦か。
ユズレイクス、サッカー好きなのです。
サッカーどうだろう。まあ好きだったって感じかな。今はあんまり興味ないかな。
A discarded item, possibly thrown from the train. Railway sleepers, nothing unusual.
少し見たな、ワールドカップは。少し少し。たまに見る。見たり見なかったりする。
There are no tracks or footprints on the ground. The rails have not been touched. There's nothing unusual here. There are no signs to indicate that the train ran off the track, nor are there any other traces. There is nothing whatsoever. There are no clues, but then a negative result is also a result.
Oh, I see what you're getting at. No clues and you're smiling.
Yes, Watson, I do smile on occasion. This mystery appears very promising. This investigation won't be simple. We shall require a map of the region.
Perhaps the station master could lend us one.
サッカーなあ、サッカー。線路の上を歩くと。レールの上。
ユズレイクス、野球の方が単純で好き。打って投げて走って取る。それだけ。
まあね。でも細かいことまでいくと野球って本当は複雑だよね。細かいこと。本当に細かいこと。
ユズレイクス、まあ配球とか詳しく見るときりないからその辺はね。
サッカーね。野球。サッカーはスポーツの中では好きな方か。まあやったしな、サッカー。サッカーやりましたよ、中学までだけど。
Good morning. Allow me to introduce myself. My name is Sherlock Holmes, and this is my friend and colleague, Dr. Watson.
Yes, I remember you. I'm Station Master Everett. You were here last night. So, you are Mr. Holmes, the great detective. Will you be investigating what happened?
I shall indeed.
It is extraordinary that an entire train could disappear like that. And to think of all the poor people inside it, the passengers, the driver.
ボールの数だけ友達いたよ。この人の人物像を完成させて何か意味ある？白髪、白髪頭、白髪頭かな。名誉記章。袖が汚れてるね。
ユズレイクス、悪人顔だな。こいつが犯人だ。
泥のシミ。あ、指輪。結婚指輪か。
Could you please give us any details about the train?
Well, there was nothing so very special about it. At least not that I can recall. My memory's not what it used to be. However, if you need it, you can have the train composition report. It's inside my office.
I would be glad to have a detailed map of the local railway district.
But of course, please, take the one that's pinned inside the waiting hall.
See you later, my good man.
The entire train has disappeared.
大惨事。
It's a disaster.
大惨事か、まあ。そうだな。そこ、どけ。融通が効かんな。ここかな。違いそう。
Railway post bags.
配達用カバン。駅長室ってどこ？待合室にある。駅長室どっち？あったー。あれ？違う。電報だ。
A new telegram.
I think we should meet this Mr. Robinson.
各駅への伝言。ロビンソン氏はブリドリントン駅にいる。あ、編成あった。
Here is the train set.
ロンドン&ノースイースタン鉄道。蒸気機関車。
A telegraph.
テレグラフ。地図これか。
This map will be useful.
「キリがいいところで休憩すればよかったな。 今何時だ ?21時52分。ガラクタの山。
An old locomotive bell. This part is probably from a locomotive. This place serves as a storage area for the station.
駅の倉庫。
This part is probably from a
機関車
locomotive.
の部品。
Holmes, how is it even possible for a train to disappear?
何ができる？ああ、編成を尋ねる。尋ねます。
According to the train composition report, there was a special wagon. What does that entail?
That's a highly secure car, ordered by a private party. It is generally to carry something of value. Those wagons have iron walls, you know, without any windows. And they're fitted with a complex key lock.
That is important information. Do you know what was inside this particular wagon?
Certainly not. No, that's private. And it's not my responsibility to allot the wagons to whoever.
Was there anything exceptional about any of the passengers aboard the train?
What do you mean? Like officials? I wouldn't know. Oh, but now that you mention it, yes, there was something. There was a message from Bridlington Station saying that the train had been delayed because of an issue with the passengers. But what kind of problem that they didn't say?
That is interesting. You mentioned a problem at Bridlington Station. I should like to visit this station. Could you mark it on the local map?
Of course. It's a suburban railway station. You might take a cab there.
See you later, my good man.
Bridlington. 園芸に熱中している。彼は平穏無事な人生を送りたいと願っていることがわかる。乗客が怒ってる。
This is an absolute scandal. It's always the same with these rail companies. No respect for the customer.
作業着。なんだ、安い剣。指輪。きめの粗い肌。
Please calm down, sir. What is your concern?
Concern? What is my concern? I'll tell you what my concern is. Last night I were on the train as usual with my colleague, heading home. Then along came this ridiculous ticket inspector, who started arguing that our tickets were invalid. He made us get off the train, and he was extremely rude about it.
Were you aboard the train that vanished last night?
Yes, I heard that it disappeared, but I don't care because we would have stopped before then anyway. Our tickets were valid, and no doubt about it. And then, to top it all, the ticket inspector pushed everyone else out too, except for a bunch of rich. Well, because their type don't need a ticket.
Can you recall anything more specific about this fortunate group?
Well, yes. They were all foreigners. Spanish-looking toffs with snake eyes.
Goodbye, sir.
じゃあ木。猫目と同じ感じか。ヘビ目か。
ユズレックス、ヘビ目。
Good day to you, sir.
Good day. To whom am I speaking?
My name is Sherlock Holmes, and this is...
Are you a representative of this damned railway company? Because I have a complaint.
We are not from the railway company. We are...
Well, in that case, Mr. Shamrock Flomes, please excuse me. But I'm not in the mood for idle chit-chat at the moment.
こっちも怒ってますね。オーストラリアの帽子。高価な色。重みがある金の指輪。
怒らないで怒らないで。
怒らないで。装飾的なワニ革のブーツ。
You must be Mr. Robinson, is that correct?
Yes.
I am leading the investigation of the disappearing train. It would help if you could answer my questions.
Ah, well, All right. I have nothing to hide.
I presume it was you who placed the order for the special wagon.
Yes. It was to transport my valuable prototype safely to London. My prototype is a revolutionary device. It is capable of producing electricity. I'm a businessman and an engineer. I had already found several potential customers for my invention. But I was very optimistic about the directors' board who were travelling on the train last night.
今の発言よくわかんなかった。上から聞いていくか。
You mentioned a director's board. Which company do they own?
The Chilean Barcazas Company. I had made an appointment with them. Now they are lost, along with the train and my prototype.
What do you know about the Barcazas Company?
It's a large South American company. They showed a great deal of interest in my prototype, and they seemed wealthy enough to do business with.
This revolutionary machine of yours, was it very valuable?
For God's sake, sir, it is priceless. It could change the world we live in, and yet I was selling it for almost nothing. I am a humanitarian, you see. I do not know if I will ever be able to get over this disaster. I cannot believe that it disappeared with that damn train.
盗まれたな。
Mr. Robinson, could you please clarify? Were you travelling alongside your prototype?
Yes, I was. But I had to skip off the train. And all because of this stupid station master.
I received a telegram declaring that an important person and Mr. Bromsby wished to see you in the waiting room. I merely informed you of this.
Mr. Bromsby is a wealthy gentleman. His interest in my invention was truly unexpected. So yes, of course, I agreed to see him. Unfortunately, he wasn't there. I thought perhaps he might have been delayed, so I chose to wait a while. But despite my requests, the train left the station without me. Absolutely unacceptable.
The timetable is strict. We cannot wait any longer. The regulations require the train to be on time.
You are an idiot. You will pay for it. I will sue you.
The ticket inspector forced all the passengers from the train except for the directors of the Barcazas Chilean company.
そうだね。床の隙間。一枚の紙。
The insurance policy for Robinson's machine. A significant sum. A telegraph.
電信機。
Good day to you, gentlemen. How may I help you?
Good day to you, sir. My name is Sherlock Holmes. I am investigating the unfortunate disappearance of last night's train.
I see. I'm Station Master Bertram, but my supervisor has not informed me about this. I do not know if...
Do not worry. I have only a few questions. Station Master Everett from Evesham told us that you reported a problem with some passengers last night.
Indeed. This train is a regular line for those who work at Nottingham. But yesterday, everyone was asked to get off the train here at my station. I've no idea why, and it delayed the train. But the worst of it is that now I have to deal with two furious passengers who are complaining about the company's service. They stayed here the whole night, but people do not usually pay much attention to the regulations, you see. There are very strict and clear rules. Paragraph 234 of Article 2G-43 states that in the event of a complaint, you must...
Yes, thank you. I understand.
若年。清潔な衣類。指導書。インクのシミ。
Apart from the passengers disembarking, did you notice anything else that was unusual last night?
I did. And I mentioned it in my report to our higher management on the matter.
What was it?
Sorry, but I can't tell you. The station master's reports are confidential.
Confidential, you say? How long have you been working here?
I have worked here long enough to be quite capable of managing a railway station.
Mm-hmm.ちょっと待てよ。なんかあったっけ？新人の駅長。なんでそれがわかるの？
Let me speak frankly, Mr. Bertram. Your age and your lack of confidence in your position are quite apparent. You cannot deny that you have only recently completed your studies.
I was at the top of my class.
Listen here, young man. I am aware that you wish to protect yourself behind all these regulations, but I represent the law.
And you are obstructing the investigation of an important case. I would suggest that you cooperate with Mr. Holmes. Think of your career.
Ah, that is... Well, I'll tell you everything. First of all, I scolded the ticket inspector, for it was he who asked the passengers to leave the train. It was not his right to do so. He was very rude. And then, later on, I received a most peculiar telegram from my colleague at Chesterfield Station, the next stop along the line.
What did the telegram say?
Well, that was the peculiar thing. It was almost unreadable. It was full of errors and awfully vague. It was hard to understand if the train had correctly passed that station or not. You can read it for yourself.
We ought to visit Chesterfield Station. We need to confirm if the station master saw the train or not.
チェターフィールドテスト壁。なるほど。
ユズレックス足。
足。足35分。素人が電信機使ったってことかな。
The whole train just disappeared. It's unbelievable.
飯の間違いかな。
南アメリカの企業がって言ってたからな。チリだけどね。アルゼンチンだったら完璧だったな。何があるんだ？あ、チェスターフィールドに行ける。保険証券で尋ねる。保険証券。ちょっと。
According to this document, you have insurance for your prototype.
Oh, thank God. Where did you find it?
Near the telegraph station.
I must have lost it when I tried to send a message, which I was prevented from doing.
I apologise for that, but regulations state that public access to the telegraph is strictly prohibited.
Upon my word, you keep on digging that hole of yours. You have no idea who I am.
I see that you kept your gripsack with you. Why don't you leave it in the luggage room?
I've had other things to think about. I lost my prototype. And this idiot station master just stands here doing nothing to help.
Oh, but...
Well, that won't do at all. Station master, I believe that the regulations state that any passenger luggage should be taken to the luggage room.
I'll do it right away, sir. Sorry, sir.
This Robinson is quite a character. We should learn more about him.
どうやって調べる？ほとんど読むことができない。次の駅行こう。列車は乗客全員と乗車していた。鉄道職員もろとも消えた。何の手がかりも残っていない。繋がらない。特別箇所関係ない。列車に残った。いや、それはない。チリ人は残された。これでしょう。繋がらないかな。
Holmes, how is it even possible?
ゴミ箱。
This bin is full of empty bottles.
空の瓶がたくさん。
A fishing advertisement.
釣りの広告。
I had thought that all station masters knew the Morse code, but apparently not.
A telegraph.
え？寝てるだけか。びっくりしたわ。
How could he fall asleep at work like this? Excuse me, sir. Wake up. Ah, his breath. He must have swallowed half a distillery.
And that explains the how.
By his sleeping off the alcohol, you mean? Wake up, please, sir.
What? The 18 hours 72 train has arrived?
Good day to you. We are investigating the disappearance of last night's train, and we should like to ask you a few questions. Were there any passengers who got off that particular train at your station last night?
No, nobody, it seems to me. Although I did not leave my office, so...
No doubt you were very busy.
You don't say. You can't ever get any peace around here. Now you have to send a telegram each time a train arrives and departs.
赤い花。清潔な色。指を。酒瓶。酒瓶。釣り糸。
Station Master Bertram from Bridlington showed me a strange telegram that he received from you last night. It concerned the train, but it was barely comprehensible.
What? He's a fastidious little twerp, that Bertram. I remember everything quite clearly. It was late, and I was tired, but I did my work. So what? There's no need to be so petty.
し遅れた。会員
You were not tired, you were inebriated. Tell me the truth now, or I shall not hesitate to document your state in my report.
My friend means that you will end up by being sacked from your position.
All right. So I was drunk. I don't remember all of yesterday, to be truthful to you. Please don't go harsh on me.
Holmes, this man has consumed a considerable amount of alcohol. He's not entirely helpless yet, but...
It will not be long before he is. Obviously, his testimony cannot be trusted.
職務中に酒を飲んだ罪で。電報当てにならない。こういうこと？これはわかんないでしょう。ああ、こっちかな。振ったかもしれない。そうかもしれないといえばかもしれない。
The whole train just disappeared. It's unbelievable.
他に何かあるか。
Ah, will I ever get any peace?
今持ってるものは旅行カバンを調べる。チェスターフィールド駅は念入りに調べた方がいい。
Locked. There is no sense in asking the station master to open it. We shall have to pick the lock.
こじ開けるの？またこれか。なんで簡単な錠前を使ってるんだ。錠前？なんなのこの錠は。ピッキングしてんのこれ今いた。こんな簡単に開く錠があるわけないよね。
Bags were recently dragged here. French wine, a remarkable vintage. These bottles are too expensive for a station master's wage. They were likely taken from the parcels.
Shameful.
そんなことする？
These tools were used quite recently. They are still muddy. We should ask about them. Railway post bags.
ところか。
You have quite a number of dirty tools lying around here.
Ah, yes. Well, thank you for reminding me. I should clean them. Although, might be easier to put them outside. Seems it might start raining soon.
I meant, what were they used for?
Some workers come here and borrowed them from me. They wanted to lift the edge of the railway to one of the stations on the line, so that the water wouldn't come in too close.
Who were these workers?
Well, they didn't seem to be from the company, but they was fine lads. They invited me to share a drink. And whatever it was, it had a kick to it. They wasn't English. No, I don't believe so. But see, they knew just what a man needed to brighten up his dull evening.
先に釣られてるな。
Ah, will I?
The whole train just disappeared.
あ、こっちがあるか。なんもないか。 コギ機動車の
A handcar wheelbase. Interesting. It appears that elements of the same construction were scattered everywhere. Watson, please tell me, do you believe in magic?
Of course not, Holmes.
Then you are of the opinion that a train cannot simply disappear.
Well, we both know that that is obvious. Why are you asking such peculiar questions?
A little patience, Watson. You will understand my point quite soon. So, are you quite certain that you saw the train at Evesham Station?
Yes, of course. We saw it coming. The headlights, and heard the whistle.
But that is it. We didn't see the train itself.
But... Oh, Holmes, I'm a little confused.
列車じゃなかった。解体された手漕ぎ機動車が関係している。お。
I should use the appropriate object here.
操作棒。接合箇所。いや、歯車はどこだ。車輪はここでしょ。でこれあれブレーキ木の板。ああ木の板をここ。あ、ブレーキあった。
So, now here we have the fake train that we saw approaching Evesham Station last night.
Doesn't look much like a train to me.
Be patient, Watson. I haven't finished yet. Try using your imagination. Our train requires only a headlight and a steam whistle.
前照灯と汽笛。
We need to attach a headlight.
前照灯。あるじゃん。あ、何これ。あ、何拾ったかわかんない。消火器。
Holmes, how is it even possible for a train to disappear?
The long pole is now attached. It will allow us to connect the headlight.
高いところにね。
The headlight is attached. The steam whistle is now connected.
Holmes, what can we do to make the steam whistle work?
It is elementary, my dear Watson. We shall need a fire extinguisher. The fire extinguisher. Now let us see what we have here. The steam whistle is ready to be used.
2回でいいね。
Watson, I do believe that we have created an exact replica of the train that vanished in front of us last night. The criminal mind can be most inventive. I am somewhat in awe.
So such a thing is possible. If someone went to all the trouble of creating this fake train, then it was surely with the intention of stealing the real one.
Ah, Watson, you should not jump to conclusions. In fact, this does not tell us very much at all, except that the train did not evaporate into thin air.
Although you half suspected it.
Huh. At any rate, we now need to find where the real train might be hidden. I suggest we use my archives to find a more detailed map of our surroundings.
Well, I hope that justifies our having to load your massive archive suitcase onto the cab. It made us extremely unpopular with our driver. The whole train just disappeared. It's unbelievable.
Now we have two maps. We must combine them properly.
正確に重ね合わせよう。どこだ。あ、ここだ。ここで。ここ。あれ違う？こっちか。いや違う。ここじゃない？違うのか。似てるだけか。いや、合ってると思う。違うのか。似てるだけ。そんな似てる場所が。似てるだけだ。こっちだ。
Here it is. There is a side branch to the railway. Its first switch is located between Bridlington and Chesterfield stations. There is one more station to be visited. It is located between Chesterfield and Evesham, and there should be a side railway to the nearby quarry. There is a small section of a railway at the end of Evesham station.
Ah, 疲れてきたな。終わるか。中途半端だけど。残りの証拠は人に尋ねるとかないな。新しい場所に行って調べるのか。これから旅行カバンを調べるか。これだけやるか。やり損ねた。ブリトリントン旅行カバン調べて終わろう。どこだ。違うよね。 違うね。ここは倉庫だ。倉庫だよね。あ、レフトラゲージじゃない？ミスター・トーマス・ L ・ロビンソン。
This gripsack belongs to Mr. Robinson.
I think we should open it, Holmes. This is what they call force majeure. I'll keep watch.
不可抗力な事件だからね。
Of course.
みんなこの状だな。いや、外側からだな。一番外側から。お？どっちか？こうかな。
Look, Watson, a bundle of contracts. Very suspicious. We should study them carefully.
はいや。なんかあれ、線を合わせるだけ。あ、これ。線を合わせるだけのパズル。パズルって言っていいのかな？よくわかんない。正直パズルは、あれは、なんだろう。何が面白いんだみたいな。これなんかタイプライターがっていう話かな。
An exclusive sales contract.
販売契約書。
Mr. Robinson is the seller.
エメストン電気会社は現状融資で購入することを理解し、また同意したものとみなします。売り手は売却後に何らかの問題が生じた場合、責任は取らない。売り手は責任は取らない。売り手は保証しない。
Yet another exclusive sales contract.
独占とは一体。
Mr. Robinson is the seller. Yet another exclusive sales contract. Mr. Robinson is the seller. Yet another exclusive sales contract.
この線を引いてるのなんか意味、あ。
Well, it is very clear that this Mr. Robinson received prepayments from various people for his machine.
そうだね。
I'm always wondering what's on your mind, Holmes.
Railway post bags.
Mm-hmm. 違うの？不正行為を実行しようと計画はしたが、得る利益より損失額の方が大きかった。保険は試作品の総経費を保証しない。彼がさ、ロビンソンの動機、彼が作成した保険と複数の不正など苦戦契約のおかげで試作品の紛失がロビンソン氏に多額の金額をもたらすことになる。本当に？ああ、そっか。ああ、機械がそう大した価値がなければロビンソンの動機こっちになるのか。 どうだろうね、わかんない。こんなところか。あと2人人物が。じゃあこれで終わろうかな。鉄道の分岐点から先の視線を調査する。これここで終わろう。ではここで終わります。ありがとうございました。
ユズレイクス、お疲れ様でした。
お疲れ様でした。ありがとうございます。ありがとうございました。